Welcome to CBC TV show, and today we have on Breakthrough, the broken show, the broken truth, and today we have an interesting topic called early pregnancies. And today I have beautiful ladies in the studio, which is Frida and Walusungu. You're welcome, ladies.
Thank you.
And I'm your host, Mike Mwanza. Having an insight in the early pregnancy, we define as early pregnancy as getting pregnant under the age of 18, where someone is still in school, where someone is not ready to be. Welcome to CBC TV show program Breaking the Broken Truth. And today we have an interesting topic called child pregnancy. And I'm your host, Mike Mwanza. And today we have our two beautiful ladies in the studio. You're most welcome. We have Walusungu and Frida. You're most welcome, ladies.
Thank you.
You look beautiful.
Thank you. You too.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much. And early pregnancy, it means a child getting pregnant while they're under the age of 18. And this is where these children are still in school. They're not physically or emotionally ready to be mothers. And today, I'm going to ask this, Walusungu, what do you understand to say a child pregnancy or early pregnancy?
So, talking about, it is an interesting topic indeed, and the whole topic. Speaking of early pregnancies, which goes from mostly 15 to 19, or maybe pregnancy below 18. But it's a shame that even as early as 12, before the girl is a teen, they're already getting pregnant, and which is common in rural areas. Kumaminzi, kujacha rural areas, which is so common, and it's a shame.
All right, thank you so much. Do you have anything to say, Frida?
Yeah, according to what my sister said earlier, you're going to find that it's different from here in town, like in Lusaka, in towns, different to the rural areas. You're going to find that mwananga kwata fiefumu from there takuwako ili yako batu fino bachita like mtown ati ngakwata omwana akabwerera back ku school nishifrafine ya upawuli atabu. Yeah, that's what normally happens.
So why do we find that in the rural area we have a high rate of early pregnancy compared to the urban area?
Causes are a lot. Maybe lack of education, understanding the reproductive system. A lot don't know, because school, we know in rural areas, luckily this time the government has stepped in to build schools and maybe mobilize a lot and sensitize a lot about education and the importance of education amongst the rural in rural areas. And it's so beautiful that the chiefs, the headmen have stood up to protest about education being considered the most in rural areas. So the causes is maybe like poverty, because my parents were kwanisa, so wazamkwatiliza mwana, not understanding all the implications and the emotional stress that comes about what goes on kuruja mwana. Then the other thing, maybe peer pressure, because you're not kwatilisa unamonga kwenda kusukuru wa mkaela time. And what else? Yes, I think those to give a chance to answer as well.
Because you're going to find that tetusange omuntu like umukashana kwa 25 years kumushita upo. Have you ever heard such?
Yeah.
18, 20 ni shimuntu like pano pa age upo ndinenga kwa ati ndikumushimbinishina alikuwa tona wana watatu.
So now you mean you mean poverty. So you mean people in the village they have the high rate of poverty compared to the people that are in the urban areas?
No, Poverty is everywhere, but
Okay.
when I say poverty is, mostly it happens, like you know how, you know, in villages, in rural areas, farmers, maybe those who, farmers, the teachers who go and work pa maskulu pamene pacha, vam health, kuzapezeka tine no win otili matista bwana, then naona teacher. But teacher, poverty is kuvutika. Poverty sometimes not being content
Lack
with
of
what you
words.
have.
Mm.
Maybe because you want more. Then you accept that ujamwana wamkwatile wa teacher because you want more. At that point, it's not about the child, but it's about you getting the money. But the same money you get, yachikwati, it can't even sustain you for a year. It's not possible. It's not. Yes.
Okay, thank you so much. Do you have anything or?
No.
All right, thank you. So how does early pregnancy contribute to school dropout rates in Zambia?
There's a huge it contributes much. So early pregnancies earlier on, it was from, and it's gone up from 25% to 28%. That's in the urban setup. Then in the rural setup, from 35 to 38, somewhere from 35 to 38, which is a lot. So it contributes because akankhala na mimba, emotional stress, maybe confidence yasila, amvela and so on kubwelela ku school. It's in fact in rural areas the most early pregnancies are contributing to girls dropping out of school. Yes.
Okay, thank you so much. Frida.
That's true. No, I have nothing to say.
Okay.
I'm just agreeing with what she's saying. That's true, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay, thank you so much. So what do you think are the main causes that we have in Zambia that leads to child pregnancy? What are the main causes that you think that, okay, these causes now, these are things that leads to child pregnancy in Zambia?
Early marriage.
Yeah.
You can go ahead.
Early marriage.
Yes.
Peer pressure.
Okay.
As I mentioned earlier on, lack of education about the reproductive system.
Okay.
Yes. But mostly like in rural areas, early marriages.
Okay. I think one of the causes that we have also in the village, not in the village, but one of the causes that we have in Zambia here, you find that these children, as you have said, peer pressure. You know, this is where now your friends are doing it, and you find that, okay, me, I have these of friends, they have children, they have boyfriends, then now it's, okay, let me also have a taste how it feels to have a guy. Then through that, children, you know how these youths, how they are, through that you find that, oh, this girl now, they are pregnant. The time they realize they are pregnant. Oh, so these are things that also makes us youths, or maybe that makes most of the youths to fall into early pregnancies. Frida, do you have any contribution on that one?
Me have
The main causes.
Me have a question for you.
Okay.
So like being pregnant here. Is it that maybe somebody is interesting, or they don't know that they're getting pregnant, or something else?
All right. So the early pregnancy that we're talking about, this is where we talk about the children. Where you're not planned to be a mother, where you just do it out of peer pressure. You don't just have to have a taste of, oh, me if I sleep with a guy, what am I going? How does it feel to sleep with a guy? Not you knowing the consequence. So this is what I'm doing. It will lead me to what? Be pregnant. Yet you are young. You are under the age of 18 years, and you have that curiosity to taste. To say, oh, okay, how do these things feel? You see, so you don't have that mentality. Say, okay, let me go and get pregnant. No, you do it things out of you saying, having a curiosity of knowing something else. Then later on find out that, oh, you're pregnant. That becomes a what? A child pregnancy, where it wasn't planned. You're not ready to be a mother. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
I didn't know on your question. As I earlier mentioned, lack of education over the reproductive system. Growing up, and the numbers keep going because we're running away from culture and other needs. because but uzopesika tukakula chizungu as a lady as a teen bazakamba vamuna vashoka but sungauze mfano these days ati mamuna ashoka
They know everything.
Okay.
Lalo foto mundu kwa 18 years. Teo mungesa ibati teo mungaranda ting a testing yati ukukwata boyfriend na ukukwata girlfriend chumfika shani. Muntu kwa 18 years muntu mkulu.
So have you experienced
unless aba kutonga tama rich kid because ama rich kid bara taking a time kuishwe fintu. Why? Bala balokingira mama tabafuma panse ngefi abana bamukomboni benda ukadimbi kusanga tu muntu akulira life ya mkomboni ala muna fenso kwamba aishibe life kwambira 5 years I reached the experience life for ya.
But so, I somehow disagree with you. I think the problem is everywhere because everything evolves on social media. So I might be in the house and know everything. We've traveled to America. Yes. We know how America is. We've traveled to India through movies. So like the child has a phone and this thing of giving a phone, like a teen has a phone and that liberty to search everything. You know, Google, we have AI apps and everything. At a snap, they have everything.
Let me word you a bit. You didn't get my point. Ukukwata phone, yes, I'm not saying that kwata phone te tweshwe findu. Kutia kwata phone, but life yo living abadi abana ba mad na life yo today abantu abamuko batekana mkomboni ale living na pusana. Mumona cause busasanga tulo mwana arefu mafia afuma ku school ari munga ndani mu bedroom na bamurokingira nomba uro mwana limbi 6 to 6 ababana bako batirimbi na imene fya fara mu bagi na ati mwana na ku school kashi na ku boyfriend. There is a difference, you get. So kusasanga tiredi mbelesa mkushibara ifi mwana alo abana nswara pusha ma schools first 17 years ari pusha kare school mbena ku university nomba 17 years alo ari amkuchitari right grade 7.
Madam Olusungu, I heard you saying something, saying there's what I've said, saying those back days growing, there's that say people you say, if you sleep with an elderly person, Zambia.
Mamona shoka.
Mamona shoka. Okay, so that saying, was it? It was mainly used to, for what I know, or where I grew up, from the village where I grew up, it was mainly used to young boys that would want to sleep with big women. So now in a case where you have said it, does it apply different to a girl child that sleeps with a big man or sugar dad? Does it apply saying, does that say where like does it work to those, like it was just specifically to boys to big women?
Yes, even from yes, you're right. Like boys, it was mostly used on boys, referring to ladies, not only big ladies, but ladies, women. A girl, despite anything, a girl, a lady, yes. So it was something that was used. Maybe somewhere else people still use it. It was something that was used so that when uyopa.
So you were scared also?
Yes.
You were scared also?
Yes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So do you think, let's say, if we continue using it with this kind of generation or this children that we have, we say if you sleep with an adult, you Zambia. Do you think they can listen to us?
No, they can't. But we have better ways of doing it. Okay. Sensitization.
Okay.
About abstinence. I think it's been long I've had a campaign or an advert of abstinence in the chair. You remember abstinence in the chair. If in schools, since no one school, if in schools the government can gear up more, they have such programs. But if they can gear up more and explain to them the implications of early pregnancy, it's not only kakudwena kwamba kambata nizalemba mwana nzamsunga, but spakulemba kuli emotional stress, kuli trauma, especially stress. I think you can pull up, you can go back to school, but kubaja my emotional, you're attached and everything. Yes, because it's a lifetime thing. It's a lifetime thing. So if the government, everyone, you and me, can come, join hands together, and educate them more, sensitize them more about the dangers of early pregnancies. Because early pregnancies, if you are young, it's hard to have a normal delivery. It's hard to have a normal delivery. Nishuzanga na cesarean sections, you're too young, your tissues are too soft, your bones are too soft. There are a lot of implications. Yes, there are people who are lucky when I'm about in but and whatever, you're lucky. But it can't be the same story for another person, for your fellow teen. Yeah, so if we can gear up and sensitize them about, because even not only talking about early pregnancies, maybe engaging into sex at an early age. We have STIs and STDs around. Because of a mistake at an early age can cost you can get these diseases and other things, unwanted diseases and planned diseases. Yes.
All right, thank you so much. Be reminded to our viewers that you can participate through calling those numbers that you can see on the screen, and these numbers, the 0960741864, and our Airtel number is 0974 57 89 and 88. You can call and participate through the program. So what do you think there's a gap between the contraceptive knowledge and actual use of them to the teenagers? Do you think there's much knowledge about the use of contraceptive to the young children? Like you tell them, okay, no, for you, for instance, if you're from having an affair with a guy, if you do this won't be prevented. Do you think we share such knowledge to the teenagers?
Yes, they do.
Yeah, they do. Some of them, because you are going to find that nalikuwa tarimbi umuntu like sister, like paneba fe nalikuwa tas nebongu for na fe na yena, maybe I do something, I go ask sister, me I did this, what can I do? Then she give me knowledge. No, do this. From there,
your sister, are you being for you? You can go and ask for that advice from your sister.
Others have close relationships,
yeah.
But I guess.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
It's hard, eh?
It's hard. See, your sister.
Yes, me have a sister. My sister, she's a nurse, and she's not here in Lusaka. She's in Chavuma. Any problem I call. Sisi, me, I'm feeling this, and I did this. What can I do? There is this and that. Okay, she tells me what to do next.
Okay.
You be open. But I will be open to my sister.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, if you are to share to the young ladies that are listening to us about what we can use for us, for instance, this is a young lady or young girl that goes to maybe a boyfriend's house. This boyfriend who is even big, maybe they take knowledge to them. Then they have this affair. Then they get pregnant, or maybe the same day before they even know that they are pregnant or not. So, what advice would you? Where they have now. They've already done it, but they still have a chance to protect themselves. What advice could you give to them, to such a lady or a girl?
Advice would be hard there, but maybe it depends. Maybe have emergency pills. But the mistakes that we made growing up. But my advice after all that, after helping them out, is abstinence. If you are young in school, it's best to keep out from all these.
Okay.
Yes, it would be wrong, because if I give them help and all the knowledge, in fact, I would go buy and give them without sharing the entire knowledge, because immediately I tell them about contraceptives, that there's this injection which is for 6 months, there's Depo, there's Seana, there's this. In fact, I'm disclosing that these contraceptives. Then it's like a push to them. I'll give them more wisdom so that they could do it. The knowledge, I've given them the knowledge. And instead of the emergency, she's going to go on a timely contraceptive thing. So my advice would be, I would maybe try one, but my advice would be, maybe stop and keep away from it and make yourself busy. Come on, you're a teenager in school. You're busy. You can go in the library, do some stories and all. Personally, I don't encourage dating during school.
Oh, here is our caller. You are through to the program. Please tell us your name and where you're calling from. You can make a contribution.
Okay, I'm Lisa, calling from Avondale. It's quite an interesting program, but I have a question.
Okay.
Hello?
Go ahead.
Yes, my question is, when both the boy and a girl are 16 years of age, is it still defilement?
All right. Thank you so much, Lisa.
Mhm.
We've heard our question.
No, you can repeat the question.
She has just said, if the girl is 16 years old and they have sex.
And how old is the boy? Did she mention?
She said the boy, yeah. I mean, she
The boy
said the boy is 16, then they have that. Is it still defilement to the boy child?
It's not.
It's not.
It's
To
not
the boy
defilement.
child.
No, if they're both under the umbrella of
18.
It's
below 18.
Below 18.
No, that's not defilement. Defilement comes in when someone above 18.
16.
I think defilement
yeah.
ends at 16. I'm not sure.
Just 16.
16 years.
Yeah,
that's
16.
defilement.
So if two okay, for
Two
instance,
young ones.
two young ones are 16 years, then they have this, then maybe one gets pregnant. Is that defilement or?
No, it's not
No, it's
defilement.
It's not defilement.
And defilement, understanding defilement and rape. Defilement is grabbing you by force. Maybe rape and defilement are similar. Grabbing you by force. Then yes, that's defilement. If she was forced, but if she wasn't forced and she agreed, they made an agreement.
Nangoba umeba kurumu etomo umwana kashimuno no.
Yeah. We find defilement to say defilement. This is where someone that is an elderly person, for instance, someone who is 30 years,
Yes.
and have even I come to someone that is 16 years or maybe below 16 years, or say okay 12 years or 13 years, say okay, me I love you. This is this. Then that girl is being convinced. Then me I find myself that I've been sleeping with that girl. It becomes a defilement because I'm taking a carnal knowledge to that that child. Yes, and to go through the same question that we were talking about, you were saying that also you have involved where you say where this person is raped. Yeah, raping would be one of the reasons why we have early marriages. This is where we find children are just passing from school. Yeah, they have knocked off from school. You know how girl child works, especially in the village, rural areas, and maybe even here, the children that goes to far schools where this child is walking, is going the road, and this man comes the road, they grab them, then they rape them, then they become pregnant. So you find that depending on where you come from, your parents will tell you, no, you can't abort. Some, no, what if you die? So you find that these are one thing where a parent would advise, so okay, since it has already happened, leave it in God's hand. Then they will advise you to keep it. So it becomes where you'll be pregnant for things that you didn't even prepare for, but you are just raped.
Yes, that's the side of early pregnancies we never talk about. Because not only in fast schools, but this time the world has become so cruel that even a neighbor, not someone from far, a known person, someone you know, they tend to defile that child, to rape that child. Not unknowingly, but knowingly, with a planned move, which is a shame. And
Because
there's no
don't,
option.
don't even go far. This thing happened for me. Should be a few years back ago when I was staying with my cousin in Copperbelt. My own brother-in-law wanted to do the same thing to me.
Sure.
I was young by then. Should be 12. Yeah.
Did you report the person?
No. What happened is this, because me I wanted to go back to my parents' house. I wanted to return back to Lusaka. So I was telling my class teacher everything, what was happening home. So me, I went to school. I explained the situation to my class teacher. Then she told me to tell my sister-in-law to give me the transport so that we can pick up.
You are through to the program. Please tell us your name and where you are calling from.
Okay, my name is Chanda. I'm calling from Kitwe.
Okay, Chanda, you can make a contribution.
Hello?
You can make a contribution.
Yes. Following the program that you have, where you're saying when both the boy and the girl are 16 years of age, it's not defilement. How do you help in cases girlfriend who was somewhere 17 years. He made the girl sleep at his place. At the end of the day, the parents found out and took the boy to the police. As I am talking now, the boy is in prison. Don't you think it's being unfair to boys or men? Because when we look at age, we get to favor the girl children more than the boys. Thank you.
All right, thank you. What was the question?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I answer.
Yes.
Yeah, you can go ahead.
Okay. It's so unfair.
Mm.
It's so unfair. We tend to, society favors anything that has to do with female.
Mm.
A lady, women, girls, everyone in society, which is not fair because we are really killing, not really killing, but we are encouraging more of an act of certain things.
Mm.
If they are both young, the girl agreed. So wakambata awa namnyengerera, awa nani rumamatu, you have the right to say no. So if bafunotenga oja mamuna, kuti bamupanike mgai, that's not fair.
And
if they're getting they're all children.
And they're the same age.
Yes, same age. You get them. We mwamvaka mseo yabakazi yabamuna. They face it all together. So that at the end of the day, so uja bakamnekerera mkazi. Azaka novishta na mamuna winangu, futa zakatenga mamuna, azakashta bwanji. Bazaka faka mamuna. For her, you're not helping her. Because azama wasachuona mwana wanga zamushita chani kulwena wanga mashtana so in fact baba wamako no wamako zapesa kati mwana gona outside mumkontrol muzo mwana mzamtandizira wampeleka kuchikwate tibura kwani wacho
Kwameno wachoka.
I think na many early pregnancy njeta many ima standard results kuchani ku early marriage because zapesa mwana na 14 years wamtakata. It is of what help? How can you take someone who's 14-year-old kwenda kunkhala kukwatiwa changa muntu wa 30 years amepita mu nyumba kutapita manja muntu amene libe knowledge. It's just like monga mwamba to go and do it more. Yes, a mistake is a mistake, but we ought to correct things. You can't correct a wrong with a wrong. You can never. So it's better mwana kapanga wrong, you come up with
A solution.
With a solution.
Thank you so much, Warsung. And now, to just take you back a bit to where we're talking about the preventions of a girl or a lady not to get pregnant. And we have talked of contraceptive. So now, and there's this saying in the community to say, if you take much contraceptive, you cannot have children. How true is that myth? There's that myth in the society whereby they say if you use much of this contraceptive, you have a low percentage of you having a child. How true is it a myth? How true is it the myth? It is in the society that if you use contraceptive, you have low chances of you having a child or being pregnant.
It's true. But
is it a myth or it's true?
It's true. It's not a myth.
It's not a myth.
It's not a myth.
Or is it proven that?
It's the truth in the sense that we have different body types.
Okay.
And there are people, tipusana. Like you can't take Panadol, I can take Panadol. When I'm swanga take it kwatem.
Yeah.
So that's how it is. So those contraceptives, what are contraceptives exactly? So contraceptives, yes, they prevent pregnancy. But what's the process? What does the contraceptive do in your body? When you take it thins the cervix. The cervix becomes thin. There's no ovulation. See, my eggs yapema. Manja to wash shut in it is. It might work for me. It might not work for you.
I have a question. So like, how can I ask this? So like, for how long like a person, like a lady can take that pill?
I'm not a medical personnel. I don't have much knowledge. But they do advise, even at the hospital.
So we can just encourage the people that are willing to. Now we are focused on the abstinence. Now let's not forget about the reality of the world is that we preach about abstinence, which is what is not happening in the society. Now we have seen that these people who have talked of abstinence and they're not abstaining. Now how do you help them? Now someone brings up an idea of a contraceptive, and also maybe would say the use of protection. Now, yes.
Like the condom.
Yeah, use of protection like condoms.
Even 3 days.
So now,
But some of
yeah.
some of
So now you find that
Two people be calculating with the 3 days.
so now this is where now I've seen an advert where they were advertising, the Ministry of Health, they were advertising about the free condoms they were supplying in some districts
Yes.
in the part of Zambia. Now how would you encourage this person to go and have the knowledge about this prevention for the pregnancy? Maybe having maybe the pills, or having getting just the protections, the condoms from the health facilities. How would you encourage such a lady to go there? Because maybe someone would feel like nikaenda kuja kagero kamfana bazana nila muntenga ma condoms. Now that child wants to protect herself from getting pregnant and she wants to use maybe a condom. Now she's feeling shy to have that knowledge to go and reach out to the health personnel and say, oh, in an no, I want to get this. So how would you advise such a lady that wants to protect themselves and they want to go but they are scared to go there to face the people that works at the health facilities?
We have kuja kulima jama sita kuvolunteer. Kulima sita kuvolunteer mno mapita makomboni, basta volunteer, bamapunzisa, bamasta kuna distribute ma condoms. Yes. I think they would be of help. But if you're not happy about something, if you want to do certain things, then be bold to do everything. Be bold to do everything. Yes, contraceptives, if you can't abstain, contraceptives are right. But then have the courage to go and buy. Have the courage to go and consult.
to protect your life.
To protect your life. Because you want to do it.
Want to enjoy.
Ngauma jaka penta, ima kutosa rush. Then uziwata, ngachoka rush, kapani kama Priton, uzasta prepare. So ngaendo kufunza muntawe, nima jaka penta, so, but so ni mwe Priton, kapani mwe Panado. Yapasa kutoka wa umadia. Why umadia?
Yeah.
Why umadia?
Yes.
So nikateka penta funga nangala, ready. Kutizancho sa marashi, orezancho sa visesera. Nigenda pesa nzaenda pa manyereti nzashita bwanji. Your knowledge ulinayo. So they have the knowledge of, if you're bored, then do everything. So never national mention earlier on that the government and these others, we can stand up and sensitize more. Maybe not only condoms, not my condoms only. I think the contraceptives. Mwana mapitsa ma condoms in my schools. Na contraceptives wagambo pizza. Mbona nambo pizza I don't see. Ni ma contraceptives yonse kai. So nga pizza mo condom, then bakumbukira kona wajawana wali pizza mo na mapads.
Na morning after pizza.
Pizza mo na morning after, then bakumbukira ko kuri wajamne spa before na wapeleka kwa mapads.
So which means even they are allowing children like from school to have sex.
It's not really to allow, but
it's to do what?
It's not allowing. Now, this is where we find you're not allowed, but you find yourself doing it. So how do you protect more you do it?
Taking condoms for school, pa mwendo, pa sabana wa school. Mandenish, what are you introducing to them?
No, we didn't say that you take the children to
No, they do. I don't know if they still do, but the time we're going to school, I remember my 2014 pajalenzo kondo pizza ma condoms at shan bambani.
Oh.
Yes.
I've never heard of such, but it's not a good idea.
That, 24 years at school.
Yeah, because now it would be more like over promoting for these children to go and do it. But where someone fails to control, this is where we find these people, they drop out from school, and once you drop out, you feel shy to go back to school. Everyone will be laughing at you, the teachers, your friends. So you find that these people, they end up being no one's in the society.
Yes,
so maybe, yes, so now just to protect the reputation of the girl child so that they can go back to school, or maybe they can still stay in school, we can encourage these young ones, these young boys, say, okay, you have failed to do this, okay, there's this other option that you can take. You go to the health facilities, you have the knowledge about how early child pregnancy, or even the consequences of you having those things, you see. And the other thing that I can say is this is we find that our parents also, they have that, we can blame our parents for not sitting us down as children. You should be open, or parents should be open to their children, say, my daughter, come here, sit down here. this is how it's supposed to do. No, when you do this is what will happen. You do that, this will happen. I think let's make it a mandate to our children, parents that are hearing us. Make it a mandate that as your child are growing, stage by stage, teach them how to protect themselves, how to abstain. These children, you'll be able to say, okay, this child is abstaining, this child, they are not abstaining, they are doing it. Now, since they are doing it, how do you protect them? Now, as a parent, now you have to enter in. You see?
It's hard to tell. This time it's hard to tell.
Yeah,
because someone would look as if, because of the food we have now. But it's going back to na body parts nambogona na bamuna. This time ngapesika kulibi. Or all those things. Also, maybe I think maybe one of the things that would also help our young ones, maybe if we form maybe a friendship group where there are mentors there that would teach the girl child. I had the time I was going home in Obama, there was this a friendship group called Dreams. I don't know if you have heard of it. There's this. I only know one.
Yeah, I've heard of Dreams, and I used to see them. I used to see them coming from schools, even
promote. Clinic, I think they meet every.
Yes.
Zone. Group should be
every
Saturday.
Yes. Don't you think that is really helpful to our people? No, let's encourage.
Maybe then WhatsApp groups for those who are shy to walk in, kwenda ku clinic and whatsoever.
I think maybe if you have that friendship group also, it would really help us to maybe to abstain. Also, there are a lot of things there. You have your own mentor, your own mentor that you trust. You have any problem, you share. Say, how do you help me since there's nothing you can do. How would you help me? When you have someone that is very free, things will be easy for you because solutions will be coming in. But when you keep them, see that you do something else, you commit suicide, or you end up being pregnant, you keep a child, you see, and you know how this society is. They can traumatize you. They'll start just laughing at you. Look at here and there. So yeah, it's really an interesting topic.
Yes, but speaking of contraceptives, you know what side effects are? So side effects about contraceptives. Yes, contraceptives. It's a way of preventing. It might not work for others, but though the percentage is low.
So you mean
side defects, like real side defects, maybe prolonged bleeding. So you want to. So again.
So the only solution is to abstain now.
Body changes. Are you ready for that? These are the truths that a lot of people then in hospitals don't speak about, or maybe sensitize, educate on contraceptives. And what the types of contraceptives suitable for a type of body.
I've heard of someone. I heard of a story of a girl that went. This girl is a student from one of the universities, and this girl went to sleep. Maybe she went to have a week to the boyfriend's house. Yeah. Then this lady, when you sleep to your boyfriend, to be just every day. So they are just having that every day. Then this guy, from the story, like she was taking the morning after. Almost she was used to take morning after. Two of them after doing that. So from her narration, she was like, I would not advise you people to trust these things because I was taking it and I ended up being pregnant. So how, like for a morning after, so how would you say, okay, is it 100% that when you have sex or maybe when you have that, when you take that, you won't get pregnant? How, do you have that percentage say, okay, the level of it helping you, it's 50-50 when you take it, can prevent or cannot.
Like talking of the morning after, when to take the morning after, when not to take the morning after. So these emergency contraceptive pills, right? So after maybe 12 hours of the act, others go up to 3 days. After 3 days, you can't use them. There are those that advance and go up to 5. You might have unprotected sex. Then you're ovulating. Of course, you're ovulating morning after. It's not going to work. Or you take it correctly. So when are you taking it? When are you taking it? Is it expired? All those things. Are you on long use? Is your body now resistant to the Yes, you have to put all those things in consideration.
All right, thank you so much. So, how much do you know? How much do culture norms and community beliefs influence early pregnancies?
At this time, there's a shift. There's a shift. At least this time, as I mentioned earlier, yes, it's going back to culture. It had an influence of early marriages, but this time things are becoming beautiful. That even from the same rural areas, the leaders, the ones who carry the culture, the norms and everything, are the ones standing up for early marriages, early pregnancies, and all. Yes. So in Mumbwa, I think 2 days ago in Mumbwa, the headman, those I don't know if it's a head woman, but a head woman as in
yes.
headman.
Yeah.
Yes, they made their submissions, making implementations about early marriages in rural areas, so that kunkale tough.
Oh.
Yes, anakwatira muntu alintrap mwana. Yes.
Omulingisa mwana tuke ku school.
Nomulingisa mwana, so all of this time kuli free education. Ngoma kamba free education vantu bapaka mu school. At least better than not going. Better waenda wasonjera ko kwanja ndiye in class, and like being kunyumba and all.
Okay, so there's this saying in the community where some people are saying maybe if you sleep with someone that is a virgin, maybe you'll be cured, or maybe if you had problems, or maybe there are people where they have been instructed to say, okay, if this is a myth, where someone tell, okay, maybe if you sleep with a virgin, this is what will happen to you. So how true are those things? Where do those things help to, or how does it even affect the girl child? Where if I'm a man, then maybe to a witch doctor, then I'm told, okay, for you to be cured, maybe for your HIV to finish, go and sleep with a virgin, or maybe for you to have a lot of money, go and sleep with a virgin. You know, this time we have maybe I would say a very low range of children that are virgin. You find maybe virgins are, you find someone that is virgin 19 years, 20 years, they are few. You see, you find most of the virgins are children that are below the age of 18, below the age of 16. So now you someone that has been instructed like that. So do you think these myths are true, or do they work?
For me personally, I can't say they don't work. They know better. Maybe we should get someone to come testify. But I believe it's a myth. It's a myth. It's a myth, and that's the current. Those things you've mentioned, those are like the most current reasons they've been given after being apprehended. That not only speaking of teenagers, we've seen your own biological daughter raping a 3 days old baby, a 3 months baby, a 1 year 3 months old baby, for those reasons, which is actually a shame. I think those people are so.
I think that statement can be honed true when ngamwa limbinga bakunganga, not just because he virgin
nganga kanje kwa never ndo baunza
not at fe normal fe girlfriend na boyfriend batambo ku dating atingalana na ina akakwate mpia.
Oh yeah, that's why so that could be one of the process.
Yeah.
Oh.
When they were kungangain, they go to the witch doctor, they give them the instructions. Yeah, maybe from there, together with the charm, can work out. Not natural, just normal. If you're normal.
I think they don't really sit themselves down and think, okay, you rape a 2 years old toddler, you rape them, then you're caught. Others even maybe wakazi wao wakambosa wapeleka kuchanti zavutika zambu kujia bwanja nkala kabika mwana kasta survive ma organs yana ungeonongeka. It's just comfortable. like so comfortable. Wabala na wena wabaja. Oh, it's really cool.
Yeah. So I'm not really too sure. So I want to find out. So at what age do you think a girl child would get pregnant? Do you have a set age, or maybe someone within 6 years can get pregnant? Do you have a limited age? So okay, a child can get pregnant at this age, because the lowest that I know that I've seen on the news, I don't know from which country, where they impregnated the girl that was 9 years. So do we have those results in Zambia where maybe say, okay, we have this age of a child that would get pregnant, or maybe do we have a age that, okay, this age a child could get pregnant?
Yes.
Yeah.
At what age do you think a child would get pregnant?
With the food we eat. Manje pamsana zinapepuka. So basically they start the menstruals fast. Others even at 9, 10,
11,
8,
yeah.
even as early as 8. Yes, there was a story some years back. A 10-year-old who was pregnant. Yes, so it depends with others.
Depends the food that we eat.
Others, no, maybe the food, the medicines, the side effects, a lot,
that.
a lot ongoing.
Okay.
So pesika mwana kula fast at 9, but ezoziba wakudala benzoziba kudala ta maybe 12 years ndiye normal.
Yeah,
12 to 15 ndiye normal, but this time things are changing. Vokuja vanti kuja looking at beans. Beans kudala in the journey 1 day 2 days. Mpika hapo che beans. Manja pa ungapike beans 14 hours 17 hours yapi atika. Nyama in the journey 3 days. But this day it's my spices, maybe all those things causing a lot of shani, my spice shani, bwanji, a lot. Yes.
And to our viewers, be reminded that you can participate to our program through calling this number that you can see on the screen, and these numbers are 0960 74 1864. And our Airtel number is 0974 57 8988. You can call us and make a contribution, or you can ask a question. Warusungu Frida, what role does poverty play in the pushing girls in the early sexual relationship? Where we find maybe to put it simple with you, there's this saying we say, okay, where you stay, maybe I've heard of a girl where she had stayed. She should stay with her step parents. Then this parent, they never used to give her the food. So, and now you find that she would stay 2 days, 3 days without eating. So she was angry. Then when she goes to the friends to eat, and the friend was so open, say, you can't be eating the food. You don't know where what. So because of poverty, because of you wanting to eat, this lady was introduced how this man was being made. So she was forced to be accepting my sugar daddy, to be having sexual relationship with elderly people. So what role does it play when these people are being pushed to that? So how would you help maybe such a lady where these people, they think maybe sleeping with a man, going somewhere to have money so that they can eat, then they end up getting pregnant through them having, in the name of them having the food, or maybe because of poverty, they have nothing on the table. Then they end up doing, having an affair, or maybe having someone that is not of their age. So how would you encourage such a lady that is hearing us on the radio, on the TV?
Okay, you can go ahead.
I personally don't judge such people, because you may never know the story behind of what a person does. But you can always redirect yourself. Yes, jobs are hard to find. That's just the truth. Jobs are hard to find, but this time it's easier. You can get a smartphone. You can find your strength and make it your way of finding money. It doesn't have to result to peer pressure. I know could necessarily peer pressure inango. Could peer pressure zone and necessarily peer pressure maybe kapena isa kusakira ntchito muntu ana mafizi muntu afuna kugona naye vokenza kupasa ndrama avomera. We can try other ways on how to make money, maybe start up like a small business and all. And for those who have unnecessary pressure, at the end of the day it doesn't matter because vovara vienda nobwera iPhone kuchoka chapeka apati pazingati sinzanoziva pati tipa 17 wagula 17 lero mairo pa 18 mene ngizombosta na advance manje from this to that to shang zaganja nisebenze ngikalele 1 pin the whole month when I can just live with someone then I have a 10 pin hapa nifikira chani bwanji. You can always redirect yourself and do better.
Okay, in addition of what my sister said, having a boyfriend earlier or sleeping with sugar daddies is not a solution to help yourself. Nangfeabo med kuya wabomba. You save your life. From there, even 1 month, there are a lot of simple business that you can start up. If I'm going push, if you're married to ask me how much did I started with my business, it was small, but I losing it all. What therefore kutampa na capital ikulu nje stefia shani or maybe let me find a boyfriend. No, I was getting paid a small money. But I managed to raise that money until I start up something to help myself and my siblings. Yeah. So that can be a solution to your life. Better you find something simple to do.
All right, thank you. Maybe the last question I would ask you is, how does the media house like CBC TV can help raise an awareness about this?
That's a very good question. So, like CBC, I'm sure under production, maybe there are other videos that are still being edited. So they have to keep watching to see what we're about to talk about. So in helping out, under CBC, under Christ Life Media, so under Christ Life Media, Christ Life Church, we have a church in the premises of our studio here, where the church goes in the street looking for teenagers and those below 12, get them and transform them, educate them, teach them. There are those who were and in the street. You know how the streets are. Kids are abused for bread. Kids are abused for a sleeping space, like because footing ngati wagona poipa someone is passing and rapini. So there are a lot of programs. So it's CBC Transforming Lives. We have a lot of programs here that try to keep the teenagers. We have Teen Diaries. There's a program, Teen Diaries, which comes on Saturday. I'm not sure of the time, but it comes on Saturday, Teen Diaries, which talks about these topics. They educate about peer pressure, depression, on how to keep away from all these things. We have a lot of programs. Yes.
All right, thank you so much. We thank you to our viewers that are watching us live and those that are on Facebook. Please continue sending those messages. We read them, and we say thank you to everyone that has participated to this program, and stay tuned to the more program that we have. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.